Now, as we do so many weeks here at the Daily Dose, we need to get over to our Daily Dose top 5. Hey, all day today, we have been talking about handing out some New Year's resolutions to people, whether they want them or not, right? And there are a lot of people out there that need New Year's resolutions, which brings us to our Daily Dose top 5 today. Because I'm going to address some people right now that really need to change their ways. We're watching the behavior of these people, and we're seeing one very common theme. They're not behaving the way that, normal human adults should behave. So today, our Daily Dose Top 5 is counting down the top 5 New Year's resolutions for sports fans. Not for the people on the playing field. Not for the people out on the court or out on the racetrack. No. We're talking specifically about the people up in the seats, the people up in the stands, even the people at home watching on television. Today, our Daily Dose Top 5 is counting down the New Year's resolutions for all of us fans, myself included. You've got to include yourself in these things, right? Let's go ahead and jump in. We start off at number 5. And right now in this era in sports, I am noticing 3 types of sports fans. First type of person is someone that just loves sports. They don't care. They love all sports. They're going to watch competition. They're going to watch the human drama of sports. Okay, cool. Number 2, you have the fantasy people. I've got my fantasy league. I've got my fantasy team. I've got all these leagues that I'm in. I'm highly competitive about my fantasy sports. Okay? And then you have 3, the sports bettors. And with sports betting becoming legalized here in the States, the sports bettors are really starting to take over. In fact, I'm hearing from people that they don't even follow sports all that much. They're just betting. They've got their parlays, and they've got their specific bets on this and on that. And if this guy hits this amount of yards, and if this quarterback throws for this amount of yards, and if this guy hits this amount of 3-pointers, it's all betting. It's all parlays. It's all trying to make money. Cool. Hey, whatever gets you invested in sports, all the best. I don't have any problem with that. But I will throw this one key component. If you are a sports bettor, I will lob out some free advice to you. Go ahead and start that spreadsheet. Go ahead and put it in a Google Doc or however you do it. Keep a running tally. And I'm telling you, your New Year's resolution this year needs to be track how much you're winning and also how much you're losing. Because when you do that, you're going to look at it and go, maybe I need to be a little bit smarter with my betting. Don't just bet. I know a lot of people going, hey, I bet 5, 10, 20, 30 bucks a weekend. Who cares? I'm having fun. Cool. Enjoy. But also, you might want to start tracking those wins and losses. Because you know what I hear all the time? Oh, I won huge this week. Oh, I won huge this week. Oh, I won huge this week. Maybe. But go ahead and write down when you lose, too. Because as a sports fan who's betting, you kind of need to track the debits and the credits, not just one. I only hear when people win. I don't hear from them when they lose. And I'm betting with those casinos they build in Vegas, you're probably losing more than winning. So feel free this year in 2023, start tracking all those bets that you're making. That comes in today at number 5. We move on to number 4, and we get to one that I'm seeing up close and in person this year with my Denver Broncos. Because if your team is struggling, your quarterback is struggling, your coach is struggling, we always hear the same thing. Fire everybody. Fire all of them. Tear it down. Burn it to the ground. We got to start over. Yeah, that's not how this works. You don't just burn down a business because it's struggling. You figure out the pieces to move around, and then you build it back up. You don't just go set fire to the whole thing. But that seems to be what sports fans want to do now. Burn it all to the ground. I've heard that about my Denver Broncos this year. You do realize we don't really have anything to burn, right? Like you have a big, giant guaranteed contract for Russell Wilson. Outside of that, what are you going to burn? You don't have anything else. They fired the coach. Great. Now let's start to build back up. But can we slow down on everybody needs to be fired? Everyone needs to be canned. I understand that sports fans many times are morons. And I also understand that this sports podcast deals more in common sense. But can we maybe take a tiny bit of common sense? Because burning it all to the ground, that's not how it works. And it's dumb. Let's go ahead and make a resolution to stop trying to fire everything and everyone. That comes in today at number 4. We move on to number 3 today on our top 5 New Year's resolutions for sports fans. And we come to another one that is kind of connected to number 4. And it's something that we as sports fans do constantly. We do it all the time. We look at our starting quarterback and they're struggling. And we say, oh, bench him, put in the backup. How many times does the backup actually come in and improve things? It's rare. Like, it's really rare. But you know what I've noticed? What sports fans really like is they like the idea of the unknown. So, like, for instance, this year, Denver Broncos, Russell Wilson struggling. Everyone said, put in the backup, put in the backup, put in the backup. They put in Brett Rippon. Brett Rippon's not very good at football. He's not a very good quarterback. And he faces the same problems that Wilson is facing. Bad offensive line, everyone's out injured. And so we look at Brett Rippon and go, oh, yeah, I guess he's not very good either. Yeah, no kidding. He's not as good as Russell Wilson. That's not that hard to put that together. You know who would know this? The coaching staff. The coaching staff would know this. They're in practice every day. You see that point guard out there, and he's struggling, and you say, put in the backup. Who's the backup? I don't know, but he's got to be better than this. No, he doesn't. He's in practice getting his butt whipped by that guy every day in practice. Stop asking for the backup just because you don't know who he is. That doesn't mean it's going to be any better. It's not, and it comes in today at number 3. We move on to number 2, and this is a more modern thing that sports fans are doing, but it's something that I see, and I see it constantly. You go to a game, you're there in person, and you're watching a live performance of some of the greatest athletes on the planet at times. I mean, maybe you're at a hockey game, maybe you're at a baseball game, maybe you're at a football game, and you're watching this great performance. You're seeing history sometimes being made. And everybody's watching it like this, through their phone. Put your phones down. Hey, I get, you want to take a quick video, you want to take a quick picture, I understand. Believe me, I understand it. Don't watch the game. Don't watch the entirety of it through your phone. You're there. Put your phone down and watch the event that you're there to see. Sports fans, we got to put our phones down. That comes in at number 2. So we move on to the number 1 New Year's resolution that I have for sports fans in 2023, and it couldn't be more obvious. We see the videos every day, all day. Every Monday, there's a new round of videos coming around. Can we stop all the fighting in the stands? Look, I know it's a sporting event. If I want to go to a sporting event and I want to get drunk and I want to, great. There are kids there. It is a public place. Can you not act like an idiot for just like a short window of 3 hours? And also, I know alcohol is involved probably in 99% of these. Maybe slow down a little. Maybe have your drinks the night before or have them later. But can you slow down on the alcohol consumed during the game? Because these fights in the stands, I'm calling it right now. Mark it down. Today, I'm calling it. We're going to see a death in the stands. Don't say you didn't know. Don't say you weren't warned. I called it here on the Daily Dose. We're going to see a fan die in the stands. Someone's going to get hit. They're going to hit their head on the concrete, and they're going to die. And we're all going to go, what's been going on in the stands? Nothing new. It's been the last, 2, 3, 4 years? We've been seeing more and more of these fights in the stands. Sports fans, I realize there's a lot of idiots out there. If you're at these events, be smarter. Have some common sense. And that is why here at the Daily Dose, we preach common sense every single week. because as much as we talk about common sense here at the Daily Dose, it really doesn't seem to be that common. Okay, YouTube, make sure you go over and check out the rest of the podcast. This week on the Daily Dose, we are actually handing out a number of New Year's resolutions to people that might not know they need it. Oh, trust me, they do. We hand them out to every NFL team. We hand them out to some NBA teams, a few commissioners, maybe even a sport here or there. We are handing out a lot of New Year's resolutions today on the Dose. Plus, we do have some breaking news for you. Got to make sure you go over and check out that. So be sure to check out the full podcast. I will leave a link here in the comments on YouTube for you. Hope you all are doing well. I hope you're enjoying the year 2023 so far. I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a great week.